Despite all this hard work that we do here, it is very sad to report that after all this, with people who were maimed, some were cutlass were used on some of them, some were threatened with guns, some were actually ejected from their homes and all that. After the election, we didn't get even a common thank you from the party, and most of them here are very peeved because of that. We would also report that a lot of us here are well qualified to get employed in any of the sectors of this economy. But unemployment has been our bane. And so as we sit here, most of the people we see here are struggling to survive on their own without any support or whatever from our party. And that is a very difficult thing. We are praying that God willing, when you come, you help us resolve some of these issues. The saddest part of this, Honorable, is that when it comes to the work, when it comes to the people killing themselves, they do not ask us for certificates. But unfortunately, when we do the work and the results come, they ask for certificates to support us. And that does not help. If they want to work, if they want to use us, then they should ask for our certificates before we ask these young men and women to go and endanger themselves in the bushes. It's been one of the things that we've been struggling with, and our hope is that when you come, you help us to resolve that as well. Honorable, we want to recognize you specially for the support you gave us during the construction of our party office. We called on you, and as usual of you, you supported us. We are happy to report that the building is currently at the roofing stage. The superstructure is ready, and we are ready to roof. Unfortunately, the funds have run out. So when we are done, we'll get back to you, and we encourage your indulgence that you support us to roof the building as well. Your support for us is not just about the building. We remember that during the Christmas period, you supported us with some rice. We appreciate that very much. God bless you for that. We also recognize the fact that during our election as constituency executives, you supported us in so many ways. We do not take that for granted. Thank you very much for that support. Honorable, at this point that we are, our party is at the crossroads. It is time that we select leaders that will lead this party into this very dangerous elections we are going in 2024. We need somebody who is courageous. We need somebody who is humble. We need somebody who is fearless. And somebody who will say the truth even in the face of adversity. And that is honorable point. Honorable, we do not have any doubt that you possess these qualities and even more. Our prayer is that God himself will give you the strength and the courage to continue to pursue your dreams. And for us, we will do our part and we leave the rest to God to do. So thank you very much for coming, and we welcome you especially to Akatsi. Thank you very much.
At this juncture, we will now take the spokesperson, Honorable Armstrong, to take over the podium. Thank you. You are welcome.
Thank you so much. Put your hands together for him. Then put your hands together for yourselves. Then a massive round of applause for the next president of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Kennedy Akufo-Addo Agyapong. Thank you. Thank you so much. God richly bless all of you for honoring the invitation of the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Today, the next president of Ghana. Today, inshallah, by the grace of the Almighty God, the next president of the Republic of Ghana is here with you. Today, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Today, he came here.
Yes.
He came here with his campaign team. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to recognize the presence of the Impayaso campaign, Impayaso Constituency Chairman, Ejanoa. Put your hands together for him. Today, I again recognize the presence of Upper West Akim Chairman Nana Obobi Adai. Again, I recognize the presence of Okai North Constituency Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Chairman Adai is here.
Wow.
Chobe, I am happy to recognize the presence of one of the founding members of the New Patriotic Party. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love to Nana Adansi Ebuaka.
Wow.
Chobe, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to recognize the presence of the leader of Team Ken in Volta region, my brother Christo. I acknowledge the presence of my brother Joseph, a member of Team Ken, Volta region. Chobe, ladies and gentlemen, Henry is also here. Put your hands together for him, member of Team Ken, Volta region. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to recognize the presence of the campaign chairman to the next president of the Republic of Ghana, a friend of the Volta region, actively involved in the formation of NPP, a major financier of the New Patriotic Party, industrialist. Ladies and gentlemen, with a bigger round of applause, elder from the Church of Pentecost, Chairman of Obio. This is the moment.
Yes.
To the next leader of the New Patriotic Party, to the next president of the Republic of Ghana, Eddie Man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, who was part of the struggles for the formation of NPP.
Yes.
He took part in the formation of Dankwa Busia in 1991. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong again took part in the formation of NPP in 1992, 31 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is the biggest financier of the New Patriotic Party. No doubt. Chobe. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a veteran politician.
Yep.
He has been a member of parliament for 23 solid years.
Yeah.
23 solid years. Chobe, note it somewhere. January 7, 2025, His Excellency President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo will hand over power.
Yes.
First time in Ghana.
Yes.
To a businessman
Yes.
as president of the Republic
Yes.
of Ghana. Because Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has established many companies in Ghana. and he has employed thousands of Ghanaians as permanent workers.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, his mission in this world is just to impact lives. The most popular choice to break the egg for the new patriotic party, the voice for the voiceless. Big round of applause. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Make noise. Celebrate the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Celebrate me, the next president of the Republic of Ghana. MPP will say yeah. MPP will say yeah. MPP Mr. Chairman, Constituency Executives, Council of Elders, Patrons, Electoral Area Coordinators, Polling Station Executive, my grassroots. Good evening to you all.
Good evening.
I must say that whatever I wanted to say, the Secretary has said it all. I'm here, first of all, to beg you that come November 4th, police station executives, Akatsi, you are going to vote for me. And going around the country, honestly, the region that has shown appreciation to the small gift I gave during the Christmas. Every constituency that I've visited in Volta region and Uti shows appreciation. Constituency executives that I also help in my own small way. It is only Volta region that talks about that gesture. So I'll say a big thank you to Secretary and everybody here that you appreciate the little gesture. There's a saying that the one who gets a little and share with you is the one when he gets the big one, he will share with you. So the little token in December is a sign that when you give Honorable Agyapong opportunity, he will think about you. You know, I don't know if Secretary has been following my campaign. The things he said is what I've been saying. But in Volta region, when we're going to have the elections, we have 3 categories. Green means MPP stronghold. Yellow means 50-50, you can win, you can lose. Red means no-go area for MPP. And Volta region is always red. The only candidate among the 11 who believes in the people from Volta region and give contributions during elections is only Agyapong. And the secretary, what he said is the gospel truth, that you support this party at the peril of your life. Because of this party, your family, some of you, your parents will not even talk to you. Because of this party, your classmates, your friends will not even talk to you. You do all this for MPP. But when MPP comes to power and you need a favor from this party, there is no savior. There is nobody to talk for you except Agyapong. So whatever I say, because I don't have the power, I'm just an ordinary member of parliament. Whatever I say falls on deaf ears. They don't listen. That is why today I'm saying that give me the mantle and I will listen to you. Because I'm born and bred from a poor home, village, born into a valley, crawling to the hilltop. And crawling from the valley to the hilltop, the difficulties I've gone through, the hardships I've gone through, the challenges I've gone through. That is why when you cry, I understand, because I've been there. That is why when you ask for favors, I understand, because I've been there. That is why I believe that it is not only rich people, their family or children are going to succeed in life. It's not true. If it's true, I will not be standing here today. Because I attended an affluent secondary school at the Sado College with rich people's kids. They were laughing at us because we were from the village. But today, I can tell you, these same rich people that were laughing at us, they are nowhere to be found. And we, the poor people, that they never thought that one day we are going to be somebody in life. We are holding the fort for this country. That is why I believe in you. That you have to empower the police station executives, and even if they are old, their children should benefit from their hard work and services rendered to MPP. So boy, that is why I've been fighting for polling station executives and constituency executives. Constituency executives, even school placement. I went to one of the constituency and the secretary complained bitterly that he needed a placement, school placement for his son. He mistakenly called a minister. And the response from the minister, he felt so bad even making the phone call. You see, you are from Volta region. The story the secretary told all of us is what I've been going around saying that, look, sometimes they will kill you. Sometimes they will move you from your house because you are supporting MPP. But at the end of the day, when the power comes, you are not remembered. Choboy, NDC boy and MPP boy living in the same house will complete school. NDC boy will get employment, MPP boy will be staying home. Why should it be so? If you vote for me, I'll be bold also to employ MPP people. So I'm begging you to give me opportunity. And when you are going out there, listen to what Ghanaians are saying. Which of the candidates that when you vote for, the whole Ghana will vote for MPP to win the election in 2024? Even NDC people are saying that if you bring Honorable Agyapong, because of his honesty, his boldness, his fairness, his kindness, we NDC will vote for Agyapong. Choboy, Ghana Armed Forces are saying that Honorable Agyapong, anybody who asks you to step down, please don't step down because you are going to win 2024 election. Why are the soldiers saying this? According to Ghana Armed Forces, in the history of Ghana Armed Forces, the only politician, a businessman, who has committed $6 million building cardio and dialysis center for 37 military hospitals. Because of that, the soldiers asked me, if you don't believe us, go to Burma camp and do a survey. At least 85% of Ghana Armed Forces will vote for you. Choboy, Ghanaian women are yearning and crying for Honorable Agyapong. They can't wait for Agyapong to be president of this country. The nickname from Ghanaian women, the father of the fatherless, the husband of the widows, the only politician when Ghanaian women were stranded in Lebanon, crying for help, the only man who listened to their cry or plea and gave $400,000 to buy ticket for Ghanaian women stranded in Lebanon to come home. Choboy, Ghana health workers are saying that Honorable Agyapong, if MPP elects you as flag bearer, we are all going to campaign and vote for you. Why? During COVID, I was the only politician who spent $1 million buying PPEs, hospital beds, drugs, and shared among the hospitals across the country. Choboy, my friend Muslims are saying that inshallah, if MPP elects you as the flag bearer, we the Muslims are going to vote for you. The only Christian with a Muslim name, Sheikh Osman. Sheikh Ashalibutu gave me the title Sheikh Osman, and I asked him, Sheikh, why are you calling me Osman? He said, in Islam, a man who was kind to mankind was called Osman. Because of the favors and services I've rendered to Muslim communities in this country. Just recent past Salah, I donated 2,500 bags of 25 kilos of rice. 500 boxes of cooking oil for the poor Muslims also to celebrate the Salah. When you go to Tamale, from Kintampo to Tamale, you see a big, giant billboard written, "Welcoming Honorable Agyapong, President for 2024. Why? During Dumso era, Tamale Hospital, the doctors were using torchlight to conduct operation. When I heard of it, it touched my heart. I bought 1,000 kVA generator and donated to Tamale Hospital. Choboi, in Kumasi Kompanoche Hospital, I visited the oncology department. Patients were lying on the bare floor, nothing, because the machine that was supposed to take care of the cancer patient spoiled. And the whole Kompanoche Hospital could not raise the money for the machine to be serviced. And human beings, patients were on the floor. So I asked, how much do you owe that patients who are already suffering are lying on the bare floor like this? The doctor said they were owing $145,000 to a Swedish company. There I took my check and wrote $145,000 for Kompanoche. The next day, I went to Agyapong, bought mattresses, pillows, bed sheets, and donated it to the hospital. It didn't end there. They took me to emergency ward. I witnessed it myself, where patients were sitting in wheelchairs and drips on them because there were no enough beds. That day I said I was broke, but I promised to go back. February, I bought 150 hospital beds and donated to Kompanoche Hospital. So when I went to Ashanti region and met the constituency executives, when I had given all the information about services and reason why Ghanaians are willing to vote for me, they rose in unison and started singing, Adiana Dani, Adiana Dani, hey, 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 Yebetuamao, Yebetuamao, hey, Yebetuamao, Yebetuamao, hey. When I know by the time I finish giving you all the things I've done for MPP and Ghana, you also say Adiana Dani. And I know from the chairman, the first vice, second vice, and secretary and constituency executives, the way you've shown appreciation of my little token, I know you are not going to forget me in November 4th. I believe in you. I joined this party when it was Dankwa Buzia in 1991. In 1992, we formed MPP party. MPP party needed money for elections, but we didn't have. Myself and Mr. Opombio took a loan from Security Discount. The owner or the chairman was Mr. Afaridonko, and the managing director at that time was Fred Owari, who is with the vice president as chief of staff. When we lost the election in 1992, myself and Mr. Opombio, our company took 8 years to pay the MPP loan, the $3 million. Through that, I lost a woman that I was going to marry because I was broke. Anyway, that gave opportunity to your sister. You know, my wife is from Adidomi. I have 4 girls. 4 girls. When you come, they will ask you, you know, they get big boss. Don't worry, Christmas they will come. So just come around and I'll introduce them. You know, so in this party, I have sacrificed so much for the party, and I keep on doing it. The year 2000, when I was contesting, 1996, because I was broke, I went back to America. I couldn't contribute that much, but I gave 15 pickups to NPP party. The year 2000, when I was contesting, I gave MPP party 50 pickups. The year 2004, myself and Mr. Opombio, we gave 100 pickups. I single-handedly gave 77 Russian jeeps. I gave over 1 million t-shirts. When we were going for the second round, myself and Mr. Opombio, we discounted our invoice at a great bank for $2 million. That time, Mr. Tuyahino was the managing director. And we took the $2 million before MPP could go to second round. The 2012, MPP was broke like church mouse. We didn't have money. So Mr. Opombio and Ochehine's brother, by name Nana Poku, contacted my Chinese partner. Her name is Wela. That he should help them with logistics for 2012 election. And they were sure that we were going to win the election. So when we win, they were going to give her a contract to offset the money. Then she asked them, what about if you don't win? How am I going to get my money? They didn't go with an answer. So when the woman asked that question, Mr. Opombio called me. And him sitting here, he has 2 ways of calling me. If he says, Ken, it means, let's go to Akatsi North and build a starch factory. But if he says, Kenny, it means he wants to dupe me. So he called me Kenny. I said, hey, Willie, what is your problem? He said, where are you? I said, oh, I'm around Ashama. I'm going to the house, Tema. He said, please, come back to Golden Tulip. We are here with Wela, begging her to give us logistics for the campaign. But she says she needs a guarantor. I went back to Golden Tulip when my Chinese partner told me of a problem that she needed a guarantor. I didn't waste time. I took pen and paper and wrote, Wela, I, Agyapong, will pay the $2 million if MPP loses 2012 election. And the lady, through the promissory note, she started bringing the things. But those of you who have been in the party for so long, in 2012, if you remember, even the logistics for campaign came so late. We had already finished the election before the materials arrived and started sharing the constituencies. That was the reason. MPP, we didn't have cash. So as and when the woman will get free money, the word is free money, not her business money, free money, then she buy the items and shipped. That is why it delayed. In 2014, where were the men in this party? Sir John, the General Secretary then, may his soul rest in peace. Sir John wrote letters to all the regions saying that we're going to hold Congress in Germany. 2 weeks later, Sir John wrote letters back to all the regions, instructing them to hold the Congress in the various regions because MPP was broke. Then I called General and asked him, General, you mean a party that has been in power for 8 years? We go to opposition 6 years. All the businessmen President Kufuor created. You mean nobody has love for this party or sympathy for this party to contribute for us to hold Congress in Tamale? I'll pay the money. I single-handedly paid the money for MPP to hold Congress in Tamale. In 2016, as late as May 2016, MPP could not release even one pickup to any constituency. I went to America and bought 240 used American pickups. I also gave 11 40-footer containers of used clothes. Mr. Paul gave 2 40-footer containers of Wellington boots, cutlasses, magic cube. That is how come we won 169 seats. I've done all these for the party. Again, if you are looking for one honest, bold politician that Ghanaians trust, if you mention Agyapong, there's no other politician again. Choboy, when Anas recorded our ministers and lawyers and some judges, somebody like Kwasi Nyantachi, Anas was destroying institutions in this country and Africa at large. There was no bold, honest person to challenge Anas except Agyapong. I challenged Anas because he was bragging that he had entrapped our ministers in Dubai. On the 8th of February 2018, Dubai time 4:30 p.m., he recorded our ministers. It's entrapment. And was bragging in Ghana, telling lawyers that he holds MPP like egg. He will make sure we don't go second term. He's going to drop it because we are corrupt. I was the only bold man to challenge Anas and told him, you are equally corrupt, very evil. He thinks he owns this country and nobody could challenge him. I don't blame him because during my investigation, it came up that Anas, even President Akufo-Addo, when he wanted to appoint IGP, he gave the names to Anas to go and investigate the IGP. So if he recommends the IGP to president and he's appointed, the IGP is in his pocket. That is how come he took a lot of lands from people in Chado, in Accra. Because when he forcefully come with land guards to come and take your land, and you call the police, as soon as the police get there, Anas will call the IGP and they will call the police back. Again, even if you call the soldiers, when they get there, Anas will call the CDS because it was through Anas's recommendation that the CDS was appointed as Chief of Defense Staff, and therefore he was in his pocket. So every Ghanaian was afraid of Anas except Agyapong. I say you are corrupt. Choboy, I was getting calls. People were telling me, you have to stop this guy, they will kill you, they are this. I said, they can go to hell. Or die, be die. I'll face this guy. And he took me to court. I gave evidence. And the judge, based on the evidence, described Anas as you are not investigative journalists. you are investigative terrorist. Yes, because he was destroying this country. Look how far Kwesi Nyantakyi reached in the world soccer. This boy just entrapped him and disgraced him. That time, all of you were against me when I was challenging Anas. I knew, and I had information, videos. This boy was willing becoming so powerful to extend. I have a video of Anas and the whole Mampontin judge. He has a daughter or a child with Mampontin judge. So a man who has a child with a judge in this country, who are you to challenge him? I did. I challenged him. I got the victory for MPP and Ghana, not me. With all this, Ghanaians have now seen and realized that no, Agyapong is an honest, bold, truthful man that should lead this country. So Akatsi North, join Ghanaians who are willing to give Agyapong opportunity to lead this country. And let me tell you, you sit here, your party is in power, your faces look so sad. Choboy, there is hope. When I was coming, I saw the farms, but in fact, they are quite big, but very small to my level. What I saw was that the corn, they are small, too small. It means the land is not fertile. They've used it over the years. We need to apply limestone before the fertilizer to make sure that we get good yield. And the maize you see here, if you have 20,000 acres of maize, listen to me, those who are coming to speak English, if be English, you go chop. If be English, you go chop. Every 20,000 acres of maize farm that I saw here, you can produce 200,000 liters of ethanol from corn. With a factory that cost $50 million will employ 2,000 Akatsi North people. Yes. You are here with all these maize farms. You have not even tasted corn oil before. Corn oil is one of the most expensive oils in the world. Yes. We use corn to feed the poultry. We use corn for flour. We use corn for so many things. Cornflakes, popcorn. Look, it is not only Banku or Fechiridechi. We can do a lot in this region. And I want you to challenge me and vote for me. And you see the factory I'm going to put here. So, Chairman, I'm asking you, begging you, lead the campaign. Don't be afraid. You are bold. I know you are bold. In this world, they don't like the truth. I'm facing the same problem your chairman is facing in the party. So I understand him. I understand him and the youth. I'm facing the same problem. When you speak your mind, they say, oh, he's a madman. When you speak your mind, oh, he's destroying the party. But if we don't speak the truth in this party, young men, look at your faces here. You don't even have a girlfriend. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He got no job, no money. He's staying with the parents. What courage again will you get to go and call a girlfriend to your house? Even when you call the girl, let me tell you their trick, the women their trick. When they come, when you are lucky and they follow you to your house, you give them a seat. She will look on the left, on the right, and the back. When you offer her water, she will take a little and say, okay, can you take me home? The moment she steps outside, she blocks your number. When you call, you don't get any response because she looked around and realized that there is no future here. You know, so we have to empower the youth of this country and women. In 2020, if not Agyapong, MPP, we wouldn't have had majority in parliament. Ask me why. In 2020, after the election, NDC had 137 seats, MPP 137 seats, one independence, Adanse Fomana. So we asked Adanse Fomana MP to join MPP for us to get one majority in parliament. What he said was that he cannot join MPP party if Chairman Kwasinti of Adanse Fomana is still the chairman because of what he took him through, the money he lost during his campaign to become the MP. Who will get the confidence or the courage to go and tell the chairman to resign? It took only Agyapong. We needed that seat. So I invited the chairman to my house at Moving Peak Hotel and pleaded with him. And he said, I will gladly accept, but it's this same chairman that are the chops small. So if he asks me to resign today, tomorrow, then there's a bag around his waist. Yours is this, yours is this. He opened the zip, pulled an envelope, say read. When I read it, it was a demand notice from Adanse Rural Bank. He was owing 1.5 million Ghana cedis, 15 billion old cedis. And the bank was demanding the money. He says, I don't have it. Because I'm the chairman, that is why they are quiet. If you ask me to resign today, tomorrow they'll take me to court. And I don't have that money. So I said, okay. I can't give you 1.5 million Ghana cedis, but I can give you 1 million Ghana cedis. I wrote a great bank check, 1 million Ghana cedis, and gave to Chairman Kwasinti at 9 a.m. By 10 a.m., Chairman Kwasinti had cashed the money. And when he came, the confidence and his posture tells you the power of money. So he did not even read the resignation letter. He just asked for a pen and signed. Then we took the copy to President and took copy to Honorable Esiama. Then Honorable Esiama came up with the announcement that his independence, he's joining MPP. That is how come we got 138, 137. I've done all this for MPP party. I have defended the grassroots. You are going to vote. People are telling you, oh, go and vote this man, go and vote this man. They are behaving as if God who created us, they are the only people he gave them stomach to eat. So they will starve you for 7 years, 8 years. Then they will come with peanuts for you to go and vote for them again. For them to go and eat, pay big school fees for their wives and children. Once your children complete high school, and you can't afford to take them to university. Wake up. Let's vote and show them that the brains God gave to every human being, we also have brains. Choboy, Matthew 20:26. It says, anybody who wants to be a leader must first be a servant of the people. I have served. Thank you. Continue to show your love. Continue to clap for Honorable Kennedy Akupako Agyapong. Adiana Dane. Adiana Dane. Yeah. Adiana Dane. Adiana Dane. Yeah. Adiana Dane. Adiana Dane. Yeah. Adiana Dane. Dane. Yeah. Yabatwa mano. Yabatwa mano. Yeah, mano. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. Resume your seat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Choboy, it is now time.